How do they look? Rosie, please. I want to make a good impression.
You'll do quite well, I'm sure.
You're angry with me. Rosie. I'm not your enemy. Truly, I'm not.
Hurry, girls. The carriage is here. They're on their way in.
Oh, my goodness.
You look lovely, Rosalind.
Thank you, Mama.
What do you think he'll look like? So nervous. Rosie, what do you think he'll look like?
2 years older, I presume.
Not Bernard, silly. He's our brother. I mean, his friend, Mr. What's his name?
Lloyd. Mr. Arthur Lloyd.
Oh, they're here. Oh, dear. Do I look all right?
For heaven's sake, Dita, why must you...
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something strange.
Rosie. He's only a man.
Hurry up, girls.
Oh, Bernard.
Dita, Dita. It's been so long.
Don't you dare tell me how much I've grown.
This is the baby sister I've been telling you about.
Mr. Lloyd, I'd like to present my youngest daughter, Perdita.
Mr. Lloyd?
Miss Wingrave, most happy to know you. Your brother's powers of description were much too inadequate for the loveliness of their subject matter.
Oh, you're far too kind, Mr. Lloyd.
But she likes it, doesn't she?
Bernard, you embarrass me.
I assure you, Miss Wingrave, I much prefer listening to you and shall do so at every other... How is she?
Doctor says she'll be fine. Some things never change.
What was it?
Welcome to the house of Usher. I think I need a drink.
Ghosts do not exist, Rosalind. They're solely the product of a troubled imagination.
But it was there. I felt it.
What you felt were your own fears.
What fears, Doctor? I was so cold. I began to shake. And then it touched me.
Darling, if there had been something, we would have felt it too, wouldn't we?
Yes, that's right, Rosie.
No, you never know what I feel. None of you. You all think I'm mad.
We think nothing of the sort, Rosalind.
As soon as he entered this house, I felt it. As soon as the door closed behind him.
Mr. Lloyd?
Yes. You're Mr. Lloyd.
She was always rather sensitive. Do you know, when our father died, Almost a year had passed before Rosalind was convinced his ghost had finally left this house.
How strange.
Perhaps not. She hated Father. Not that I quite blame her, poor girl. What's happening?
Bernard, I thought you'd given that up.
Tomorrow, Mama. How's our Rosie?
She's resting.
I trust that the rest of your visit will be much more joyful.
Mrs. Wingrave, if I can be of any service.
Thank you. Dear, show Mr. Lloyd to his room. Rather unpleasant introduction to our household. I hope nothing else happens.
She'll sleep through the night.
And when she awakens?
Find her a husband, Sarah.
Shipping. Father was what is known as a shipping magnate. And now we all have a share in the fruits of his labor.
I never realized you're so wealthy.
Oh, yes. Each of us, independently. Father's will was quite explicit on that score.
Your sisters as well.
Oh, yes. Each of us. Do you think you'll be able to stay longer than a month?
That depends on many factors.
I'm sure.
I brought some gifts for your sisters.
You know, this room used to be mine before I was exiled to Europe.
You never told me.
We black sheep keep our secrets, don't we? The romantic Europeans. Give this to Dita. She will adore it. If you're not careful, Arthur, you may leave here with a Wingrave bride.
A man could do far worse.
Unless he was already married. We do keep our secrets.
Where did you find that?
Suitcase pocket. Arthur and Helen. Forever. I do think you should have told me.
Yes, I suppose so, but it was over long ago.
Divorce?
Dead.
Oh, I'm
It was
sorry.
long before you and I met 2 years ago. By the end, we hated each other, but she's dead now, and it's over.
Who is it? I know you're there. Where are you? are you? What do you want from me? Who are you?
Then he said we may drink a bit too much wine here in France, Mr. Lloyd, but at least we do not have an alcoholic for a president.
How horrible.
What did you say?
Simply that while President Grant was under the influence, he was still a better man than any Frenchman I had met.
Oh, bravo.
Bravo!
How very clever of you, Mr. Lloyd. I certainly hope that put him in his place.
Oh, indeed.
It almost put poor Arthur in his place.
Perdita.
What do you mean?
If I hadn't intervened, the Frenchman would have challenged Arthur to a duel. And that, incidentally, is how we met.
Oh, Bernard.
It's true, Mama.
Oh, we've heard about 25 different versions of how you and Mr. Lloyd met. One for every day that he's been here.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Lloyd, how did you really meet? Won't you tell us, please?
Most unromantically, I'm afraid, Miss Wingrave. On shipboard coming home, we shared the same table.
Oh, no, I don't believe you.
Perdita.
Well, then perhaps it was a ghost that brought us together. Miss Wingrave, one of your sister's friends, rattling a silly chain or two in some deserted castle, moaning out a warning that doom would be upon us. Doom! 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 Miss Wingrave. Miss Wingrave, if I have offended you, I am most truly sorry.
I don't enjoy being laughed at, Mr. Lloyd. I'm not a child, nor a fool.
I think of you as neither.
Ghosts are not silly. There is something in this house, a presence. I know it.
I meant no harm. Please, look at me, Miss Wingrave, please. Dear Rosalind, I'm much too fond of you to cause you pain. Please believe that.
Mr. Lloyd,
Arthur,
Arthur.
much better. Peace offering. You have such a lovely smile. I've offended you again. Dear Rosalind, these weeks here have been among the happiest of my life.
I'm so pleased.
And when I think of leaving, I must. I think of sadness. You know I'm a widower.
Yes, Bernard told us.
I've led a lonely life since Helen died.
Did you love her very much?
It's over. I know that now, for here with you and your family, I've begun to see the future.
I'm so very fond of you, Arthur.
Dear, gentle Rosalind.
Arthur? May I come in? It's Rosalind, with her own peace offering.
Help me. Please help me. I know who you are. And you must help me. Please help me.
I thought you'd be in bed.
I'm not. Come, help me with my hair.
In a moment, Rosie.
What are you holding in your hand? Who gave it to you?
Mr. Lloyd?
Mr. Lloyd. Why not Arthur? Mr. Lloyd is generous all of a sudden.
No, it's not all of a sudden, Rosie. He offered it to me a week ago.
And you needed a week's begging to take it? I wouldn't have taken it in less than 2.
It isn't just the locket, it's what it means.
Does Mama know of your intrigue? Does Bernard?
Mama has approved of my intrigue, as you call it. Mr. Arthur has asked for my hand, and Mama has given it. Well, would you rather he had applied to you, dearest sister?
You have my very best wishes. I wish you every happiness and a very long life.
Come on, Rosie. He couldn't have married both of us. Rosie, I didn't...
To the groom-to-be.
Thank you.
You're a fortunate man, Arthur.
She's a lovely and a beautiful girl.
And rich.
Money means nothing. I adore Perdita and intend to make her happy.
I hope you mean that, Arthur. If not, you'll have me to answer to. And I do mean that.
Bravo. Spoken like a loyal brother.
Rosalind, we were wondering where you were.
Dear, gentle Rosalind, I've been so eager to speak to you.
To tell me how much you adore my sister. Common knowledge, Mr. Lloyd. But your first wife, your Helen, did you adore her as much?
Rosalind.
Or did you hasten her departure from this world?
Rosalind, I'll hear no more of this.
I thought you loved our sister, Bernard. Is it not strange how little Mr. Lloyd will tell us of his dear departed Helen? Was she dark? Was she fair? Was she poor? Was she rich?
Don't answer her, Arthur. I think you'd better go up to your room.
Why, Bernard, have you suddenly become our father after all these years?
Rosie, for the love of heaven, get some control over yourself.
Let me
Get
go,
out
you
of here.
drunken sot! Rosalind!
What happened? Have you gone mad? Rosie, how could you accuse Arthur of murdering his wife?
Don't marry him, Dita. Please.
But I love him.
She will destroy you.
Who?
His Helen. His dead wife. She's here, Dita. I know she will do it. God help me, I even asked her to do it.
You have gone mad.
Can't you feel it, Dita? Her hatred. It follows him wherever he goes.
Oh, and would it follow him still if he were to marry you instead of me?
Dita, please. You will be harmed. You will die. Don't marry him, Dita. Please. Please.
Rosie. Oh, Rosie. It's all right. Poor Rosie.
This really isn't necessary, you know. I'm sure Rosie will be most apologetic.
There's no need for an apology. I agree with all concerned that a hotel would be better. And when we're married and living in Boston, it will all be forgotten.
Yes. By the way, where did you live with your first wife?
You too.
Merely curious. You never said.
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia.
Yes, Philadelphia.
Helen Lloyd.
That's correct. was her name. I did not kill her. She died. Would you like the name of our physician at the time?
Don't be ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Who is it? Who's there?
Go back to bed, Dita.
Did it wake you too?
Go back to bed. Have you gone completely mad?
Let me go.
Were you trying to wake us all?
It wasn't I. It was she.
Rosalind, please.
Arthur and Helen. They loved to waltz. It was romantic and beautiful, and it made him love her more.
He hated her, Rosie, hated.
She's still here.
Rosalind, please go back to bed.
You don't believe me. You don't believe an emotion, if strong enough, can reach beyond the grave.
And what emotion is that?
Envy. Jealousy.
Dear Rosalind, are you certain you're not reciting a catalog of your own feelings?
Don't believe me. I know it's true.
What made you say he'd killed her?
I don't know.
You weren't serious, were you?
I told you I don't know.
Then I'd advise you, dear sister, never to repeat the slander.
Bernard. She's going to die, you know.
Who now?
Dita. I tried to warn her. If she marries him, she'll die.
Do you, Perdita Wingrave, take Arthur Lloyd as your lawful wedded husband, to love and to cherish, to have and to hold, and forsaking all others, to keep yourself to him only, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Hurry, Rosalind. Darling, they're
Don't worry, I
leaving.
shall write.
Goodbye,
I hope so, at least once a month.
I'll write you every week, I promise, and
Calm
Rosie
down.
too. Bernard. Oh, you will come and visit us soon. won't
Dita,
you?
you
Oh, I
didn't give
might.
Rosalind your bridal bouquet.
Oh, Mama, you do it for me.
Oh, no, darling, it's important that the bouquet comes from the bride.
But the coach is waiting.
No.
Please, Dita, it's important. Oh, no.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank
Have a-
you.
Wonderful. How long?
Oh, Rosie. Couldn't you wait?
But I shall wait. 1 year. She will grant you only 1 year.
I've been looking for you. Mr. Crowell has come to call. He's a fine young man, Rosalind.
Mr. Crowell is fat and he is ugly, and I do not care to see him.
He's kind and he's terribly fond of you.
And I'm not Dita. I should be grateful to have someone, anyone. That's what you're saying, isn't it, Mama?
Oh, no, darling, no. But you cannot seclude yourself forever.
It won't be forever, Mama. Dita has been married for almost a year.
Oh, Arthur, it's so lovely. Thank you.
So you won't forget me while I'm away.
Forget you. I'll think of you every moment. As will our son.
Or daughter.
No, son. You will have a son. Oh, darling, I love you so much. I never dreamed I could be this happy. I'll miss you, Arthur.
I do love you.
And you spoil me buying so much expensive jewelry. I can scarcely believe that I'm worth all this expense. Darling, I'm sorry.
You needn't be. The expense is yours.
But it doesn't matter to me.
It does to me. You think I enjoy living on your income? You think a man is proud to buy his wife gifts with her own money?
It'll change. You said so yourself after this business trip. Arthur, you know what is my most precious possession? This. My locket. Because you bought it for me, Arthur. You. I'll wear it as long as I live, and I'll be buried with it when I die.
Perdita. Little lost one.
Darling, I wish you didn't have to go.
It won't be for long. And you won't be alone here. I have another surprise for you. Go to the door and open it.
What is it? Tell
Open the
me.
door and see.
Oh, I'll wait till you send for Mama.
Hello, Dita.
Does Dita know you were coming to me for money?
No, I simply mentioned a business trip. Bernard, I need the additional capital for this venture. When the shipment of spice arrives, our money will be doubled.
Why not ask Dita?
I want to do this without her. Can't you understand that?
And if something should happen to the shipment?
Then I shall have to ask Dita.
And if something should happen to Dita? During the last year, Arthur, I've had several friends make inquiries in Philadelphia. Curiosity, you understand. I was even more curious when no trace could be found of either an Arthur or Helen Lloyd ever having lived in that city of brotherly love.
What the devil does that have to do with Dita?
Just this. Our dear father's will declares that if Dita dies before the age of 25, her inheritance passes directly to Rosalind. You would get nothing.
Will you lend me the money or will you not?
What did happen to your first wife, Arthur?
I'll see you in hell. Understand me, Bernard. Nothing will happen to Dita. Nothing.
Rosie startled me. So dark out tonight. There isn't any moon. There aren't even any stars. Why are you staring at me like that? What do you want from me? Oh, Arthur, hurry home, please.
Arthur has such lovely taste, has he not?
What are you trying to do to me?
This robe, this necklace, I adore them all, Dita.
Take them off, Rosie. Please.
You're so ungenerous, Dita. Really?
I said take them off.
It matter. They will be mine soon enough.
Never. Never.
Really, Dita? In your condition?
Get out of my house, Rosie.
I cannot. I promised Arthur I would stay with you.
You want me dead? God help me, you want me dead.
No, Dita. Not I.
I'm your sister, and I love you.
Please,
It's she.
Rosie.
His Helen.
No.
His dead wife.
Please.
I tried to warn you,
Rosie,
Dita,
stop
and now
it.
the year is almost
Stop
ended.
it, Rosie.
Can't you
Please.
feel her hatred, Dita?
Please, Rosie,
it fills
stop
every
it.
corner of this room.
Stop it.
It surrounds you. It presses in upon
Stop
you like
it,
the
Rosie.
weight of 1,000 coffins.
I'll never forgive myself for not being here.
You couldn't know.
Dear gentle Rosalind.
She's awake, Arthur. Go to her.
Arthur, our son is dead.
I love you.
Will you ever forgive me?
Indeed.
My locket. My locket. Where's my locket?
Here.
I must have it. Will you put it around my neck, please?
Of course.
I treasure it so, Arthur. You must promise that it will be buried with me when I
Dita,
die.
you must not think of death.
Thinks of me, my darling. Do you promise?
Yes.
Rosalind.
Wish to see her?
No, no. My gowns and my jewels, she must not have them.
Rosalind.
Yes. Oh, Arthur, she's evil. She covets them because they're mine and she mustn't have them.
Don't.
In the attic. The chest. You must take my gowns and my jewels and you must lock them in the chest. You must take the key and never give it to her. Do you promise?
Yes.
Do you swear?
I swear.
Arthur, do you love me?
You know I do.
As much as you loved Helen?
More. Much more. Darling.
I'm so cold, Arthur. I'm so cold. Hold me. Hold me. Arthur, Rosie was right. She is here. Oh, it is she. It is she who's done this to us.
Rosalind Wingrave, take Arthur Lloyd as your lawful wedded husband, to love and to cherish, to have and to hold, and forsaking all others, to keep yourself to him only, so long as you both shall live?
I do. I truly cannot believe it. The groom refuses to carry his bride over the threshold. What manner of man have I married?
A weary man, Rosalind. Very weary. After all, a year's courtship is an exhausting experience.
You could have asked me sooner.
No, I could not. Come. Let me take your things. Perhaps it was a mistake coming back here after.
You're sorry you married me.
Of course not.
Do you know Bernard was opposed? That he said you were marrying me only for my money?
Did you believe that?
I told him I didn't care. And I told Mama that I loved you. And that if she wouldn't give her consent, I would go into my room and never come out again so long as I lived.
You didn't.
And I do love you, Arthur.
What is it?
You will die. You will die.
Rosie, what's wrong?
You will die. Oh, Arthur, tell me you love me. More than Dita, more than Helen, more than anyone.
What is it?
You must love me, Arthur, you must.
The Cartwrights are planning a ball. I think we shall be invited.
I will not go. Perdita had proper jewelry. I do not. I feel a chill. Didn't you hear me, Arthur? I said I feel a chill.
Move closer to the fire.
The fire will never warm me in this house. To whom are you writing?
Business acquaintances.
Will you tell them how much you love your wife? Arthur, where is the key?
What key?
To the chest in the...
What now?
She's walking again. Don't you hear her?
I hear nothing. Rosalind, please. Rosie, for the love of God.
Shh! Listen. She went into the attic.
There's no one here, Rosalind. No one.
It's Helen. She killed Dita. And now she's waiting for me. She's waiting.
4 years, Mrs. Wingrave. More. We've been searching almost 5. Well, now I'm here. And all I need is his address in Boston.
I find it so hard to believe.
The evidence is easily available in my coach outside.
I should like to accompany you, sir.
Yes, of course. Your sister. Mr. Lloyd is charming and elusive, and a scoundrel.
Rosalind! Rosalind? Are you up there? What are you doing here?
Give me the key to the chest.
No, I cannot.
She is waiting. And you must protect me from her.
Rosie,
Please, Arthur, give me the key.
I gave my oath to your sister.
My sister is dead. Do I mean nothing? Am I welcome to only what she permits me to have?
You have gowns and jewels of your own.
Without your love, I have nothing. And Helen will destroy me.
Nonsense.
Only your love can keep me from her. Only that.
Rosalind, listen to me. Please listen to me. Helen can harm no one.
She killed Perdita, did she not? You didn't love her enough to save her, and now, dear God, you love me even less. Listen to her. She's laughing at me.
I hear no one. There is no one.
She is here. And she will destroy me. Oh, please, Arthur, please. You must help me. You must show her that you love me more than you love Perdita. It's my only hope. Please. Please. No. No. No, no. No. Oh, help me.
Don't.
Please help me.
Rosie.
You must help me.
Rosie. Rosie. Let's come downstairs, go to bed and rest. Rosie, you shouldn't come down. You must get some rest.
I hate her. I always did. It was always the same. Whatever I wanted, she would get.
Darling.
Why did she have to be so pretty?
Please, darling.
Darling. It was only my money. Why not admit it? It's Dita you love. It will always be Dita.
I am married to you.
But you will allow her gowns to rot and her jewels to lie dead in that chest before
I've
you...
sworn an oath on her deathbed.
Will you swear on my deathbed? After your Helen has destroyed me.
At last, Helen, nothing will destroy you but your own madness and jealousy, and I am weary of it.
No, I'm mad. You do hate me.
Here's the key to the chest. If you want her locket, you will have to go to her grave. She is buried with it. God forgive me.
Arthur? Rosalind? They wouldn't be out in this storm. You wait in there. I'll go upstairs.
Bernard, you... Something happened to Rosalind.
And why should something happen to Rosalind?
Well, it's difficult to explain. She thought the ghost of Helen
Ghost of Helen. A figment of Rosie's imagination. But you've always known that, haven't you?
Yes, but
Yes, yes, and yes. There can be no ghost of a woman not yet dead, nor divorced. Yes, you unscrupulous bigamist. Yes, you fortune-hunting thief. Rosie's ghost, your Helen, and her father. May God forgive me for ever introducing you into my Rosie! It has the smell of a grave. Dear God!
Perdita.